I think it's helpful to briefly look at how we got to this political dynamic where we are now in the United States that has a political foot on the accelerator to keep sending these weapons, to keep deploying troops, to be escalating the rhetoric and the dangers. 5.5 years ago, when Hillary Clinton lost the election to Donald Trump, 24 hours later, in the national headquarters of the Clinton campaign, as documented in the book Shattered, co-authored by a reporter for The Hill, the top leadership of the Clinton campaign talked about how they were going to respond to their loss. And they decided that night to blame Russia. And it's since then that we've undergone an onslaught through varying styles and focuses of a concerted political and media campaign to tell us that Russia is a mortal threat to our country. I recently saw a list of 62 different ways that democracy is under threat in this country: voter suppression, gerrymandering, and all the rest of it. Of those 62 factors, not one of them had anything to do with Russia. But if you remember back to after the 2016 election, there was a logical series of self-examination that the top of the Democratic Party could have engaged in. Was there a problem with Hillary Clinton being so close to Wall Street? Was there a problem with her not campaigning in the upper Midwest? There's a very long list I won't go into. But it was much easier to blame Russia. It's been much more popular with the military-industrial complex. It's been much more popular with the mainstream media. And unfortunately, I have to say that where we were headed for those last 5 years is pretty much where we are now. It's on the precipice of a confrontation between the world's two biggest nuclear powers.